Hello and welcome to Yu-Gi-Oh! The Falsebound I know it says Kaizo. The Falsebound Kingdom Kaizo mod. This is a quality of life / difficulty ROM hack created for Yu-Gi-Oh! The Falsebound Kingdom. You'll know that because it'll be in the title of this video, and it'll probably have me in the corner on this. It'll be this screen, but me in the corner going like, "Ah!" Because that's the only reason you clicked on it, isn't it? Like, I don't make the rules. I don't want to do clickbait. But it did get you to click on it. So like, you can't blame me for this. Like, you're the one who clicked it. Like, I'm not, and nothing I said was wrong. Anyway, so I'm just gonna go right into it. So here's the deal. I love this game. I love Yu-Gi-Oh! The Falsebound Kingdom. I think to date still, it is the worst reviewed Yu-Gi-Oh! Game on Metacritic. And I think that's bullshit. I think that's really stupid. It's a very creative game. It took so many fucking swings, and I think you gotta look back on games like that and think, we didn't know what we were missing. I love this game even as a kid. I've played it on my channel. I think I completed it way back when, like 8 years ago at this point. I did a self-imposed randomizer, which was I put in a code to unlock all monsters, and then I would do a random number generator before every battle, and I would decide which monsters went where. That was a lot of fun, and it revitalized the game for me. And the reason I found out about this is that there is a randomizer that just actually does it. You don't have to do it yourself. It's like a real randomizer of this game by the same people. I will link them in the description in case you're curious. So this is different. I think what you're meant to do is do this mod and then do the randomizer over it. But I want to play through and try and recapture a vanilla experience. I'll definitely do the randomizer at some point, but I wanted to start with this because I want to see what the quality of life is and stuff like that and all the new things. So I'm just excited. Let me have this, please. I want so little in this world. We'll start with Yugi. With Yugi. There's some documentation that goes along with this. I'm only going to link their Discord because all the information that you need is in the Discord. So you should go check them out. Go join that community if you're a super big fan of Falsebound Kingdom like I am, or just Yu-Gi-Oh! In general. On top of this, I do have several texture mods also posted by the community. I don't really know what a lot of them are. I saw a couple of them previews. We'll see. Just try to mix things up. I can't believe there's a modding community for Falsebound Kingdom. I'm gonna lose my mind. It's such a niche game, and I can't believe there's like a dedicated modding scene for it. So hey, if you're watching this because you made this or a part of that community and you want to see what the hubbub was about, or if I post it in the Discord or something like that, hey, welcome. Hope you enjoyed. And thank you. Well, this must be the mention that letter you got, Yug. Sick domino laughs. I'm just gonna imagine I'm just doing like sick, dude. This looks like the place. It's pretty far from the city. There's nothing else here. Doesn't the building? I can't do the voices anymore. I've seen this before. So you're here at this company to test a VR game, and it's Yu-Gi-Oh based, and they invite Duel Monsters based. They invited Yugi, and I think his friends tagged along. You must be Yugimoto. I'm waiting for you. That's me. And these are my friends. Wonderful. Let's all go inside, shall we? So you can start in either Yugi or Kaiba's campaign. I recommend starting in Yugi's because it's a little bit easier and there's more monsters to obtain. Hey Yugi, didn't we see this guy at the Kaiba Corporation once? I think so, but all the people at Kaiba Corporation give the same kind of weird vibe. Yeah, glasses and hair. You're correct, I did work for Kaiba Corporation. Jeez, he heard us. Almost at the main lab. I want to do the voices, but just in case this is someone's first video, I don't want to like scare them off in the first 5 minutes. What in the world is this? This is our sick latest simulation. Name is Kingdom. It's a prototype. We're only using the dual disc for packaging reasons. It's all original SI. By packaging reasons, they mean we didn't want to find an image, or we didn't want to make a new asset, so we just used this PNG of a dual disc we had lying around at Konami HQ. It's all the original SIC hardware on the inside. So it was used to recreate the world of Duel Monsters. Yeah, there's like, how on earth would this work for that? It's so lazy. Yes, our tests of Kingdom have been successful so far. Constructed the entire fantasy based on world based on Duel Monsters. I'd like you to help us test the simulator by simply playing the game as you normally would. Simulator supports multiple players, so you'll all be able to play at the same time. In multiplayer mode, everyone joins the character or game as a different character. It sounds like a network game or something. These new games are so awesome. It was a fantasy world. Guard monsters there are alive. You'll all join the resistance to fight against the Empire, which is suppressing the general population. Of course, you'll all participate in the game as different characters. You already said that. The game is currently set for a few hours, and we'll be recording your play data from here. Cool, what are we waiting for? Let's play, Yug. Oh, I'm from Brooklyn. Hey, I'm Joey here. Hey. Yeah. I can't help it. I see that big doof's face, and I just want to do his voice. It's so exciting. I wonder what it'll be like. Yugi, does this seem on the level to you? Huh? What do you mean? This whole simulator seems suspicious. You're probably just overreacting. It's about to start. Also, how does VR work when you have a spirit living in you? Don't worry about it. It just does. After 300 years of ruling the Ron-Devil continent, the Sith Vars Empire is faced with a crisis. Since the 12th Emperor Haishin ascended to the throne, corruption and brutality have spread through the Empire. I've never understood why Empire is just by itself in one word there. People suffer oppression, but their complaints have fallen on deaf ears. I mean, yeah, can you really hear under that? That headdress is blocking it. Haishin and a select group of his underlings have been living in the lap of luxury. Their lavish lifestyle is supported by heavy taxation, which has been pushed most of the population to the brink. People on the fringes of the Empire have responded with rebellion and revolt. This uprising has extended as far as the northern part of the Empire on Baxi Island. What's the matter? I don't know, but I've got a really bad feeling about this. Kingdom Simulator Overload. Safety lock engaged. Beginning transition to Mode 2. Transition to Mode 2 complete. Kingdom Simulator lock-in activated. Or lock-in mode activated. What's happening? Hoo-ah! Yugi. Yay. Happened. Lord Yugi. Lord Yugi, wake up, please. Lord Yugi. Ugh. Oh, my head. Hey, there he is. It's Simon. Seem to be coming out of it. Where am I? You're in the port city of Makhad on the western edge of Baxi Island. You lost consciousness suddenly. You just passed out right in the middle of our meeting. Does you remember? Remember what? You appear to be suffering from memory loss. Let me explain everything as quickly as I can. Your name is Yugi. You're the leader of the resistance here in Makhad. We were planning our next attack when you passed out. We tricked the Imperial forces into splitting up, and Anubis, ruler of these lands, is left with few guards. It's the perfect chance for us to break the Emperor's regressive hold. Or repressive hold? I can't read today. We're just about ready to attack. Is any of this coming back to you? Anything at all? No, none of it. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Sounds like I'm expected to take command of the resistance. That's correct, Lord Yugi. You are. After all, Supreme Commander of the Resistance. Without you, we don't have enough marshals. You must lead on the front lines. Marshal. Oh dear, if you got... I get it. Marshal, it's you control the monsters. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Well, this is a fine mess we're in. I know, it doesn't feel like we have any control over the game. I think it's safe to assume that we're trapped in this fantasy game world. They must have been planning on using us as their lab rats from the beginning. I wonder if the rest of our friends are here too. It's likely they'll probably all just be just as confused by whatever character roles they've been thrown into as well. We've got to find a way out of here. I don't know how much of what the sick techies brah, told us is true, but they did say that this is a game. Uh-huh. Then it's got to have an ending, right? Maybe if we play the game and clear all the levels. It'll lead to a way out. That makes sense. With help from the rest of our friends, we're sure to find a way home. That seems to be our best bet for now. Also, you're the king of games, so shouldn't be a difficult... it's weird that you didn't bring it up yourself. I guess you don't really consider yourself the king of games. I've never heard you be like, I'm Yugi, the king of games, but you are. Oh my god, this music is so nostalgic. I'm home. I'm finally back. It's only been like 3 years since I played it, or maybe close to 4 at this point. Actually, that is a long time. Okay. Okay, here are our starting monsters. We've got Gazelle, Celtic Guardian, and Kuribro. You have Illusory Mage, Penguin Knight, and I think Fairy's Gift. And then Skull Spectre, Zombie Warrior, and Louise! Also known as Beaver Warrior. There's not really much I have to do. I could gut the monster teams here, because what I like to do is I like to focus... Oh, it's... that's the texture. It's manga Kuribo colors. That's cute. What I like to do is like to gut probably Fizdis and some of the other monsters and try to focus all of my monsters in like one or two marshals. So I might just do that. Grebo, I love you, but you just aren't that strong yet. You might get strong later on. So that's the other thing too about this mod. It did kind of balance all the monsters, so I believe it's not like every monster is overpowered now, but I believe they've all been made viable, if that makes sense. Kind of like how a lot of Pokemon ROM hacks do for Pokemon, where they're just like, okay, well, I guess you can have them now. You know what? Let's rock Louise. Oh. Wait, hold on. I know what I've done here. I know what I did. And I think it might be too late. Hold on. This is, so from when I did my randomizer, I think this code is still on. I thought it wouldn't apply because this is a different file than the one I used last time, but it would appear to be not the case. Where do I even put in cheats again? I haven't had to put in cheats in Dolphin in it's so long. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Anyway, where was I? Alright, sorry, Louise. You gotta be swapped out. Illusory Mage, normally unlocked a little bit into... Or sorry, Illusory Gentleman. Usually unlocked a little bit into the game a little bit. Also, I don't remember Fairy's Gift being that strong. Sorry, Fizdis. You know what? Just take Penguin Soldiers here. You don't deserve it. Okay. So, Skeleton Warrior, Shadow Spectre. Why do you have weaker monsters than everyone else, Simon? Who did this to you? Alright, there we go. All my monsters are gone, which would normally be terrifying, but I'm actually pretty okay with. Alright, you can lead the mage. I think I usually do that in the game anyway. Yugi. Take Kuribo. Wolf. Hold on. What's the best way to do it? How do I usually do this? It's been so long since I've like had to play the game normally. Alright, we're gonna put Louise there, because we gotta make it canon. Okay. And then Shimon. I'll put Fairy's Gift. And I'm torn between Zombie Warrior and Kuribo. Kuribo is not very strong right now, but I suspect that it could be strong later. Also, I know the strat with Kuribo is to equip it with 3 multiplies to make it super strong. So, could do that. We'll do Kuribo, I believe. Plus, I put this texture in. I have to. Alright. Let's get rocking and rolling. Depending on how long this takes, it could be my first, or this could be the only mission I do today, or it could be the one of 2 missions I do today. But the video is already... I wasted a little bit of time going in the beginning, so we'll see. The Resistance is about to engage in its first battle. Let's take the victory this day. As you can see, there are 4 villages, including the enemy main base at Makhad and the base at Jakud. Thanks to our earlier planning, the main enemy force is much smaller than it once was, and it's not massed nearby. The ruler Anubis has no idea that we're ready to attack. Let's take this chance to secure our position here. First, send someone to free the village of Ruthum. It's not very far from Jakud. The village is filled with supporters of the Resistance. It will be a good foothold from where we can attack. Currently, all of our teams are holding position in Jakud. Let's select teams to send into battle from Jakud and send them to the village of Ruthum. Okay, it's time to go to battle. What? Yugi? Like, if only you had a catchphrase for how to start a fight. Okay. They're already coming at me. Ooh, and they're coming from this way too. Oh, they're reinforcing. Ooh, Quaggar Beetle. And then Jiragumo or Hunter Spider. Wait a minute. Hold on. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. I'm so upset. I feel it. I don't know. I think that is Hunter Spider. In my head, because I've been playing Nightmare Troubadour, and they have like somewhat models for them. They're not 3D, but they have something. And so I was like, is that fucking... is that just Jiragumo, like, reskinned? Is there anyone in this? No, they left. Okay. So, I have a guide open, a spoiler-free guide, but I know that there's... Ooh, hey, wait, hold on. One of us has made a mistake here. Actually, keep going, because I think they'll pivot. But you don't get to keep going. You just in case. So there's a monster in this grass, and I believe the shops are open more often than they are in the base game now. Oh, I forgot you can't do anything unless someone's in there. But so far, just the basic items. We've successfully freed Ruthum. We now have 2 footholds in the area. We're in better shape than the enemy now. The news of our attack has probably reached the main base at Makhad. What would you like to do? It is much easier to meet an enemy from a village or a castle than in the open fields. That's true. You get a little bonus. Little bit of a stat bonus. There's Kawagar Hercules. It's almost time to face the enemy marshals. When 2 or more marshals meet in battle, each commands his monster to attack the enemy. If you defeat all the enemy's monsters, you win. If you're both unable to completely defeat the other monsters, both teams exhaust their action points. The team with the advantage wins. Marshall's monsters are defeated. He must return to his main base. I know how to play, man. All right. We got Flower Plant, or Evil Plant, whatever. Dark Plant, is that what it is? Hane, and Hunter Spider. Oh my god, this music, though. I didn't know Karibo was so fast. Maybe that's just a side benefit. So the typical way I do this is you want to defeat the enemy. The very basic way to win this is whichever enemy has the what's a better way to put this? If you defeat an enemy while they still have action points, then you have a much better advantage. So let's focus down on Dark Plant because they have lower HP. They all have 2 attacks, but Dark Plant is one I'm most likely to kill before it gets to move both times. Wow, that did not do a lot of damage. So, one thing I'm missing out on by like mixing up who goes where, by mixing up like which marshal has which monsters, is that in this game, monsters get like kind of a bond with their marshal, where they get like close to like the color of their marshal, and once they do that, I think there's a couple different stages of it, but it'll slowly boost their stats, and that I don't know if they start off a little bit boosted, but if they do, I mess that up. If they do, they don't anymore. That's a bummer. You can tell when an enemy gets missed because they just won't react at all. Like here, I didn't miss. You can clearly see getting attacked. Not clearly, because it is being misted. But also, Illusory Gentleman, again, a monster that's not normally available this early. The reason why it's so good is that it's got decent attack, and it can attack 4 times. Obviously, all the stats matter for different reasons. Okay, so it doesn't matter who we attack now, because... or it does matter, but not for the same reason. So, like, we killed Dark Plant before they were able to get a second attack, which is great. You want to limit the amount of attacks enemies do, because that's less damage you have to contend with. But now, I don't think we have enough power to kill both of them. We might, but I don't think we do. So, I'm going to try and focus down Hunter Spider instead, because it's a little bit better stat-wise than the other 2, and we've got 5 chances, or 5 shots that we can start taking at it. I don't know. Do we have enough attack for it? We'll see. In the base game, and I guess in this probably, you can mostly rely on whatever like the attack of the monster in the main Yu-Gi-Oh game is. Roughly correlates to how strong they are in this game. It's not 1-to-1, but it's a good general like take the size, take the measure of a monster. So. Hane and Karibo and Dark Plant all being like very weak monsters. Their HP is lower, their attack is lower. Hunter Spider's a little bit up there. Illusory Gentleman's also like a little bit up there, so is Fairy's Gift. I think Fairy's Gift is 1400. Let me get this screen. You don't really get much XP unless you defeat them. I really thought I had more attacks. So if you win the fight, they get paralyzed for a couple seconds. Can be very important when you're trying to like capture places or take over things quickly. But yeah, you'll always have a little bit of a defense advantage when you're the one being attacked, and likewise they'll have a defense advantage if they're the ones being attacked. So just keep that in mind as you plan your strategies. Some monsters have ways to heal themselves, or most marshals will carry HP of some kind, like they'll carry healing items. It's kind of annoying. That's usually how I target these. I forget how to do it. I think you can, if I do this, and then so we can see all of their monsters' stats, and it'll list if they have an item with them. So I would say if you have the power for it, I would usually try to attack the monster that has the items, because if you take out the healer, obviously they can't heal. But another part of that is sometimes the best strategy can be to just wait. Waiting will hold your turn, so you don't take an action point, but you're basically just letting the enemy go first. And when you do that, obviously, you take more damage, but if you can heal through it on your own, it's fine. But then basically you can just unload all of your attacks at once, which is very good. I think that was a mistake on my part. You can check the score at any time by holding out start too. I think when you're guarding, you have a higher chance for an attack to miss too. But yeah, so we get a lot of attacks here. But yeah, sometimes the strategy can just be like wait until they do all their attacks, and then even if they have healing items, they won't be able to use them because using an item takes a move. So sometimes holding everything and just letting the enemy just like go off, and then just zerging down your attacks once the healer has no more AP is a decent strategy. It's risky, but it's decent. Also, first crit of the game. Let's go. I wish it was on someone who wasn't Creepo, but that's fine, I guess. So you do get more XP when you defeat the Marshal, but I really don't think the XP here is going to be that much to begin with. Alright. I'll take it, though. First dub. And then your score will, like, go way higher if you defeat them. Not that it matters at that point. There we go. So you can see the stat bonuses. Albeit briefly. You can see the stat bonuses that you get. Alright. Shimon, I need you to go take this place so you get more money at the end. I think that's how that works. So one thing I could do... Oh, I can't. It won't let me do equipment yet. One thing you can do is to build equipment. Like, typically one of them is Barricade, which boosts your defense even more. You can do Healer, which will slowly heal you over time, or you can like pay to heal quickly. There's lots of options. Oh, wait a minute. This is this Meadow Mage? Or Low Meadow Mage, maybe? I forget who's who. I think it's Low Meadow Mage. I think I did have I thought I had a texture pack for Celtic Guardian, but it might not have installed correctly. He does look like he's got more lines on him, but I can't tell. Wow, Basic Insect has a lot. Okay, let's check these guys. No items, so that's good. So, Basic Insect has 4 attacks and 950 HP. So even though, I don't know. Let's go for Man in Your Book first, I think. No, I don't know. That's a lot of attacks to take from Basic Insect. Who's stronger? Oh, Basic Insect's not that strong, actually. I thought it had more stats for some reason. Hercules Beetle, who's not Quagga Beetle. That was wrong. Does have more stats, so he's the one I'm more worried about. But we can take out his little fucking minions first. So since Basic Insect's attacks aren't that strong, let's just go for Man in Your Book. Okay. You got this, Louise. So we have a pretty decent amount of attacks on this team, and pretty decent stats. So I'm not too worried about it. I think Yugi definitely has the strongest kit of my monsters, but far from being like invincible or anything like that. I still have to be careful. I think in how many attacks have we meant here? Oh, brutal. It's always frustrating when I don't know why I yelled for a second there. It's always frustrating. It's always frustrating when you get really close to killing, but then you have to waste another attack point dealing the final blow. It's a huge bummer in this game. But we did stop Man in Your Book from doing 3 of their attacks, which is a lot of attacks and energy that we don't have to contend with, so that's nice. We're not going to kill Basic Insect this time, but we can probably kill it next time. By probably, I mean almost certainly kill it next time. I don't know if any of my guys have items by default. I don't think you do for the first match, no. I don't know if I could have equipped them with it, actually. I was kind of scrolling past that tutorial. I don't know if I did have items in the beginning and they like I just didn't equip them, but I don't think it might not be a tutorial until the second battle. So yeah, you can see the scores there. I did win, but not by as much as I would have liked. I'll say this so far. Feels more balanced. It feels like I'm contending with more. Okay. So we have to we gotta sprint to, not sprint, but we gotta go kind of quickly to get to, the boss there, because I'm not super convinced, I'm not clear on how much time I have. Basically, what I'm worried about here is once you defeat a marshal, there's a set amount of time, and this applies to your marshals as well, but there's a set amount of time where they'll come back with half health, which is fine, but because you can beat them pretty easily, but that's still more resources than I'd like to spend. So hopefully we don't have to deal with that. All right, got it. We successfully killed it before I got any of its attacks off. So that's 8 attacks that I don't have to worry about, which means we can kind of just wail on this beetle. My big worry is I don't really have a way to heal. So I feel like this final battle is going to be a little bit tougher than I was expecting. Probably means that I'm going to have to use Simon as well. We'll probably both have to attack the boss together. I haven't checked how strong their monsters are, but I'm not coming out of this as cleanly as I do in the vanilla game. I wouldn't say this is like brutal difficulty or anything, but you can tell it's been changed. You can tell that it's been rebalanced a little bit. Hopefully these level ups give us some good stat boosts too. Alright, Beaverware, okay. Alright, Louise. Also, different monsters will grow at different rates. Again, kind of like, I think Pokemon does this. I think most RPGs do this, especially ones involving like monsters and stuff. But basically, some monsters will level up faster in the beginning, some will level up faster towards the end, some will just be kind of even throughout. So there's a little bit of variance. I think normally in Pokemon there's like 3 different stages. It's like early, normal, or late. I think in this one there's like 5. I think I might be talking out of my ass about that, but I think it's like early normal, late normal, and then late, I think, but I could be wrong. I don't stand by that. Alright, we're getting there. Alright, can't really do anything, so I might as well just head out. I'm gonna go next to the castle, because I'm gonna try and have Simon fight the recruitable monster, who should be vaguely in the forest here. I don't know how big the zone is where you can summon them. I want to say it triggers if you go from here to here. So it should be in this general area. But we'll see if I can trigger it on my own. Let me just adjust here. So I'm not triggered on my own. That's one thing I kind of hope that the rebalance also fixes, is like the range for where you find these monsters is a little bit bigger, because in the base game it's a little small. Grr. Is it an ambush? Gwar. Isn't that a VTuber? Isn't the shark VTuber? Gwar. Okay, so this is the first of our recruitable monsters. It's different for each monster. Some of them you just have to go to the area, then you get a short cutscene and they join you. Sometimes they'll be like in a castle and you discover them and you gotta do it. Sometimes they'll be like as a battle, and sometimes you'll just find them out in the wild and you gotta fight them. And this is one of those times. So that's pretty cool. I think we've got a decent shot at getting them, because they're just a wolf. It's just Silverfang, a 1200 attack point monster in base Yu-Gi-Oh! So, we'll be alright. The thing I'm worried about now is We are kind of dealing with what's the word for it? I'm already a little bit worried about fighting this boss, and now we have an extra monster taking some hits out of us, so I'm not thrilled about it. Oh yeah, some of these monsters thrive in what's the way to do this? Is there a way to? I thought there was a way to check their abilities here, but I think some of them might be powered up in Forest. You can check these stats outside of battle too. In fact, I didn't even know you could check info on the other team until last time I played, like the last playthrough. Nice. Okay. Silverfang has joined your army. More monsters are always a good thing. Alright, I'm going to let Simon attack first, because I believe if we... What's the way to check it? I feel like there's... How do I check the mission parameters? I'm trying to figure out. There's a win-lose condition, and it tells you in the beginning, and I thought there was a way to pull it up, but I might be wrong. But I believe if Yugi dies, then we're in trouble. So I'd like to avoid that, if possible. So I think that's usually like that. It's whatever protagonist you have can't lose in battle. But you can lose your other marshals, unless it specifically states. Oh, there we go. Time to attack the enemy's main base. You cannot defeat an enemy in its main base, town or castle, simply by fighting better than them. You must force the enemy to flee or defeat all of the enemy's monsters in order to win. It's difficult to defeat an enemy in their stronghold unless you surround them and attack in waves. Yeah, he got it. You insolent runt! Just who do you think you are? Guards! Where are my guards? You're the only one left. Get ready for the end. Wah! Wah! Warrior? Traitors! How dare you revolt against the Empire? I'll take some of you with me before I'm done. Mods? Mods? They're attacking my castle? Mods? Oh, that boss music. Alright. Do we have the first team to have items? No. Alright, this Dungeon Worm is concerning. 4 attacks and pretty fucking big stats. So even though Larva Moth and Big Insect can attack, I think I'm going to go straight for Tunnel Worm, or Dungeon Worm, because it is a lot more worrying to me. I'd rather get this thing down fast, because the other two should not be very difficult once it's dead. I'm also very glad I attacked with Simon first. I will be in trouble if Illusory Mage or Fairy's Gift go down before they get all their attacks off. I think we have enough to kill it with all our attacks, but it's gonna be closer than I'd like. Also, Caterpie over here. So yeah, I guess as I'm trying to like not think too hard about how this battle is going, I think it's fine. You've never watched me before, or if you were probably from the algorithm or what have you. I do play a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! I think I'm mostly Digimon content. That's my bread and butter. But I do a lot of Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! As well. My 3 pillars, if you will. Yeah. Oh, don't kill Fairy's Gift. They have more attacks. I think 1 more attack, actually. But I think they're probably dead here. Ooh. That's not good. That's not great. But yeah, so I play a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Digimon Pokemon. For Yu-Gi-Oh! I've played a lot on my channel over the years. Did a lot of Legacy of the Duelists. A lot of Legacy of the Duelists when that came out. But I'm currently on kind of a goal to play through all of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Games in order. It's going along. It's going. So I've started with Dark Duel Stories. I've played Forbidden Memories a bunch in multiple different ways. Played a Digimon mod for it. That was fun. Played Forbidden Memories 2. That was not fun. Just played the base game with the 5 and like 15 card mod. That was fun. So yeah, I've played a lot. So I started with Dark Duel Stories. Currently, I'm on Nightmare Troubadour. Next up is Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Academy, or just called Duel Academy. which I don't think I've played, so I'm excited for that. That's the last Game Boy Advance game I've got to play. I've played all of them, though, like Dungeon Dice Monsters, the Destiny Board Travel board game. What else? Played those. I played so much Yu-Gi-Oh! But I'm just, yeah, I'm just trying to go through. So if you've got interest in other Yu-Gi-Oh! Games, just take a look. If you go back to my main YouTube page. Also, I think they're just boosting their score there. Oh no, they beat me handily. But I do think Yugi can come in and finish him off. I do want to just quickly tell Simon not to smash his head into it against it, because I don't think Karibo can beat them by himself. Oh no, Illusory Mage is still alive. Larvamoth kind of threw there by not just doing one attack on Illusory Mage. I keep saying Illusory. I know it's illusory, but I keep reading as Illusory. Illusory Mage. I get it. Mage of Illusions. I know. I just don't say it. I know what it's supposed to be. Leave me alone. Alright, so we should finish off Tunnel Worm here, or Dungeon Worm here. Oh, a crit! Louise! Let's go! Okay. So now I'm going to pivot to Larvamoth because they get a lot of attacks and not a lot of HP. Pretty easy target. Alright, they chose to wait there. I don't know why. I think... I want to say... because I don't remember what the original teams are in this game anymore. I think it might be Celtic Guardian, but I'm pretty sure Celtic Guardian and Karibo are in Yugi's team in the beginning. I don't remember if Gazelle is. I feel like it must be. But for some reason, I associate Gazelle with Simon. I truly just don't remember at this point. Also, Antacid is a very quality translated name. That's very good. That is in the base game, but I just want to call it out. Antacid, get it? Like an antacid. Do you get it? Do you understand the? All right, just 2 attacks from Louise. Yeah, this is like I said, we're not very far, and like I don't think I was really worried throughout this, but I have learned that this may be a little bit more difficult than I was, or not than I was expecting, but than the vanilla version is. Oh, alright, Yugi. Sometimes you can get really bad timing, where a marshal will respawn right as you're attacking and still be in the castle, so you have to attack them first. I don't know the exact time it takes for marshals to respawn. I don't know what the in-game timer is for it. And the timer at the top is not standard, because it goes at different rates depending on the mission. So I don't really have a good idea of how much it takes, but you know, if there's not a reason to, then I'd rather not dilly-dally, because it doesn't really serve me. Nice. Alright. Got some good levels. Just maybe remember my Falsebound Kingdom randomizer, where halfway through the playthrough of the game, I was like, okay, it doesn't even matter if I get good monsters. I need monsters with levels on them, because I'm fighting level 60 opponents. I can't go in with a level 1 Red Eyes. I need those levels. Splendid first victory, Lord Yugi. Our actions here have stirred the people in these lands to fight back against the Empire. If we continue to win like this, the resistance should grow quite nicely. The Empire is confused right now, but it's only temporary. They'll soon send units to hunt us down. Let's take this opportunity to secure our positions and fight off the enemy. Now it's time for you to make an appearance, Lord Yugi. The people want to meet their savior. Black One Fire Dragon. They want to meet their savior. Oh, my name is Nick. Because I don't think I said it at any point. Not bad. A couple items. I think they give the tutorial for items after this. Yugi's resistance army decides to undertake its next mission before the Empire strikes back. I know that movie. With Sugat, or Sugat, confused about what to do, the resistance plans to free a large agricultural village in the south. Our success in freeing Makhad area has strengthened the determination of the resistance. Let's strike the stores of the Imperial forces while morale is high. We can cut them off from their supplies. Southern part of the island is mostly farmland. The Empire works most of the farms like slaves. If we can free this area, all supplies to Sugat will be cut off and will gain a significant advantage. However, General Sebekel, one of the fiercest generals in the regular Imperial army, appears to be in the area. Sebekel is a dangerous foe, well known for his ferocity. I don't believe he has a large force with him, but we should still be careful not to make any mistakes. It reminds me, I believe we received some items in our last engagement. Ah, yeah, okay. You can use those items to equip the monsters with them. Just remember that you can't change your mind once you send a monster into battle. When preparing for battle, think carefully which item you want to give which monster. Yeah. I got it, Dad. Relax. Okay, so in the next one, forest south of Crowith, corner of the map. Okay. I am just following the spoiler-free guide, because I don't, just in case they, what's the word? They change up which monster you get. I don't want to be, like, spoiled for it. Because I know most of the vanilla encounters. Alright, we'll oh, man, will we do one more? We're at, like, 40 minutes. I'll prepare to do one more, like, I'll gear everyone up, and then I'll decide if I want to record another one, because this next mission is a little long. It's not super long, but it's a little long. Let's see. So when equipping items, kind of want to make sure you're not putting it on your strongest monsters. Like, Gazelle, for instance, only has 2 attacks, but he does hit for 1600. Probably want to let him hit those attacks. So we'll put these on Beaver Warrior. Do I want Monster Reborn? I don't know. Probably. Remember to mix up your items and kind of separate them between each person, so that you're not putting all your eggs in one basket, so to speak. I think Illusory Gentleman I'm going to let keep. You know what? Karibo is actually perfect for items. I did realize I have to change one of my monsters. I might put out Gazelle, actually. Because we did get 2 new monsters. Black Fire Dragon, yeah. 1500, but only 2 attacks. So Gazelle is currently better. And then Silverfang, that's not much better. I think I might actually put Fizdis back in. Also, whatever monster you put in the A spot, so like the middle spot, will affect how fast the monsters move, like in the overworld. So let's put Silverfang in the middle, because I have to assume a wolf is faster than a dragon that walks and doesn't use its wings. And then we'll put Zombie Warrior in. I do feel more confident in doing this one now, so, or in bringing Fizdis along, because I didn't really feel that confident with the monsters before. I'll probably use Fizdis to take, like, 1 place. But, that's gonna be it for me. Hey, if you liked the video, that's how I know. Leave a comment being like, wow, I'm excited for this. I can't wait for you to do more. I'm not sure if this is just gonna be, like, a one-off, or, like, every once in a while when I'm feeling like it kind of video. Because I really like this game. I don't know how many people watching like this game, or how many people are gonna click on the game. So, we'll see. Let me know in the comments, and I'll let you know. And, should I decide to play this game, I probably will. I don't know if I'll, like, release them that quickly, but I'll probably play more just for, like, my own enjoyment. But I do have YouTube memberships enabled on my YouTube page. It's $2 a month, and you can watch all of my videos as soon as I edit and upload them, because I release my videos one a day around 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to see what videos I'm releasing each week, check my community tab. I post the schedule there. I post it in my Discord, which is also available. I'm not going to do this every part. It's the first part. You gotta. I don't like doing it either. I know you don't like hearing it, but like sometimes I have to say it because you won't remember to like the video or to subscribe or any of that stuff. So you should do all that if you like it and you want to see more. And yeah, see you guys in part 2. I'll probably do at least a couple more parts, but you should tell me how much you want to see it anyway, because I like positive reinforcement. So thank you guys. I'll see you in the next part. Bye-bye.